Uzma here. Just wanted to come in and talk a little bit about something that I do in my yoga classes, and a couple of people came up to me with a little bit of concern that they weren't able to be. And what I mean by be is just relax, stay in the quiet moment and just be. So if you're doing a yoga pose, if you're meditating, or if you're doing savasana where you lie down at the end and just relax, whatever you're doing, sometimes it's just hard to be. Just shut your mind off and just relax, because as moms, as women, we are constantly having to do things. We are thinking, what do we need for dinner? Or I need to watch my Netflix show, or I wonder what's happening with this person, or my parent is sick, or I need to call my child, or I just want to just go home and eat a big bowl of chocolate ice cream. Our mind is always wandering for errands and things that we need to do. So sometimes when we are in our yoga classes, it's very hard to just sit still and be. So that is such a common thing. I want you to know that has happened to me so many times, and even though I practice it a lot, sometimes I cannot be either, because when you're trying to sit in silence and you're trying to be, your mind is constantly moving. And so when that happens, I don't want you to get discouraged and say, I can't do this, because you can do this. When your mind is constantly moving and it's constantly running, you just have to think of a mantra. Like I like to think of, I am here, I am worthy, happy, grateful, like words like that. They can be your triggers to bring you back. So if your eyes are closed and you're thinking about, I have to go to the gas station because my gas tank is so empty, or I forgot to go to the bank, or I need to go to the grocery store and get my cash, just come back, just take a breath and come back and think grateful. Grateful. Just say the word grateful over and over. Or you can say inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Simple words and simple phrases will help you. And I know sometimes when you try to be and be quiet, you get emotional also and things start coming up. Like my father, he passed away before the summer. So whenever I try to be, all of a sudden all this gush of emotions come in and I start thinking about him. Or sometimes I can just be like sitting there trying to be, and all of a sudden I get this feeling about my kids, like a mother's intuition, and that'll like freak me out, and I can't leave my class, or, I want to call and be like, are you okay? You know what I mean? So while you're being, your intuition gets heightened, your feelings get heightened, and you'll have a lot of emotions, and that's really good. And the more you do it and the more you practice it, the more you will get better at and be able to shut down and just be and really regenerate and get that energy that you need. And the best thing is, you can do it in a yoga class, but if you can find a spot where you can sit in your own house, like I usually turn on the fire in the winter. I have a summer place in my room upstairs, but in the winter place, I turn on the fire, I sit on my mat in front of the fire, and I just turn my hands up and I just be. Nobody's at home because the kids are all, at college or off. My husband's at work, and I just take that time. And sometimes I do it in my early routine. A lot of times I write in my journal and I've got stuff to do. So, I don't really do the be part, in the morning. I usually do it towards the end of the day or in the middle of the day when I get time. But I try to make sure that I be. And another thing that you need to remember is to be doesn't need to be half hour, doesn't need to be 20 minutes. You just close your eyes and you just be for 2 minutes, 1 minute, whatever it is, but just be. And the more you do it, the more your body will become familiar with the face, and the more you'll be able to be even longer, because when you be, you will see a difference, you will see a calmness, you'll feel better and have more focus. So when you're in a yoga class, or you take my yoga class, when I give out my digital course and I say it's time to be, it's okay, whatever state you're in, however you are, just take a breath and just be. So we can just practice that for a second. I think that'll be a nice practice. So we won't do it for very long because everybody's at a different level. So if you can sit down on the ground or a chair, just make your feet are grounded if you're on a chair or sofa. Turn your hands upwards. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, allow your face to soften, your jaw to soften, your shoulders to fall, your hands to feel heavy on your lap. If you're sitting on a chair, your feet grounded. And inhale everything positive, and exhale anything that doesn't serve you. Just let it flow out your body as you feel deeper, deeper, deeper connected with the earth. And you can feel your body getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose, relaxing your body. And slowly think of a mantra. I am here, I am worthy, grateful, happy, calm, or even inhale or exhale. Start imagining and thinking of your mantra in your mind. Remember, if your mind wanders, bring it back to that word or that phrase. Allow the thoughts to come in, but let them out with your word. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, sinking deeper and deeper into the ground, allowing your breath to just flow. And you can slowly open your eyes. You can come back to the room. Take a breath, just breathe, and just be. Thank you for watching.